Okay guys, time to talk about coolers again.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Now we've been through quite a few refrigerator freezers. I like this one because it's pretty rugged. The other ones that we had were heavier. They held more, not much more, but they did hold more. But they didn't, you had to buy a cover for it to protect it and help insulate it a little better. And it was more, sharp edged. It definitely didn't have wheels on it with a handle. Okay, so Bodegacooler. Bodegacooler has a warranty of about 18 months. They do have customer support if you have any questions. This is a refrigerator freezer, and you can set either zone to be the refrigerator or the freezer, which is awesome on something that is portable like this. The other thing, if you have a situation that the handle is just awkward for you as far as getting to the door, the doors are removable and you can put them on the opposite side. So you can make these releases to where they open on this side, which is another brilliant idea. Now if you want to, they have yet another option, and that is this little compartment here. They make, it's about $150, a battery that if this was sitting outside, let's say it's 80 degrees outside, they have a battery pack that's rechargeable that you can put in here that'll run this thing for about 4 hours, again with ambient temperature around 78 degrees. Now if it's cooler outside or you have it in your vehicle and it's not quite that hot, it'll last even longer. So if you have a little bit of a ways to go for this to be hooked up and reconnected up to run and keep cool, that battery pack might just be the answer. Here's the normal power supply right here. You can see you got 12 volt, 24 volt. You also have the option for solar. It comes with those connectors. Let's take a look at it. Also a handle on this side, so this is easy to, it's a cooler, 66 pounds. There is a compressor in here, so don't think that you're going to throw this around like an old Coleman cooler. You got to be gentle with it. Even though it has these wheels, don't think you're just going to grab the handle and pull it off of the back of your RV or your tailgate or your trunk or something and it slam on the ground and it still run, because it's not going to. The other thing is there's drain plugs at both bottoms of the refrigerator, so once you've got something in there and it's melted like ice, of course, you can just unscrew it and it'll drain from the bottom. The other thing that each side has, look at those look how big that is. You didn't expect it to be that big, did you? And this one here is a little bit smaller because this is the refrigerated side where the compressor is. How do you go ahead and point it in there and show you? So you can see this is where the compressor sits, and then this is probably where I'd put my freezer, my deep freezer side, more than anything else. Usually you need a refrigerator more than you use a freezer, but either side. The other thing is there's LED lights on each end to light this up. Very nice. Again, just well thought out. Close those back down, and now we'll go ahead and break into this. Of course, you got your manual. There's a warranty card. Here's the brick to plug it in. You can always power it 12 volt with one of these plugs. There's going to be a link in the description for this. It's also going to be in our Amazon store. However, I'm going to tell you that even with the sale that Amazon has going currently, before you do that route, I want you to click the link direct in the description and use the code RVdaydream, and you're going to get 10% off of this at their website. They set up specifically that our viewers can get a 10% discount if they use the code that's in the description to get there, the link to get to their store, and then at that point use RVdaydream to purchase it so you can get your 10% off. Really great people, great communication, and fast shipping. So let's go ahead and plug this in, and like I said, let's show you some other features you're going to like. So Inside again, we got a couple of LED lights. I don't know if they stay on when the fridge is closed. Should we climb in there? And then we'll pull off the infamous here. The other thing it has, just to let you know, is a little USB port. If you want to charge your phone, need to charge your phone. Right now you can see the two zones, and it does have a little indicator as far as the picture of which zone you're cooling. So makes it a little bit easier, because I know the last one we had a hard time trying to figure out, was it this one, was it that one? Both of those things was, like I said, a little bit confusing. There's some settings. Now they're going to have a low voltage shutoff. You see here, this is flashing max, and basically what that does is protect your battery on your RV or your car or whatever, that you can set it to where once it drops to like 12 volts or 11.8 volts, it'll shut the refrigerator off so it doesn't burn up your battery. All the settings can be done from the control panel. So the manual, what I personally do is I take a picture of the manual and I save it in my phone or on my Google Drive. It's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you what all the buttons mean, what all the functions mean, what the screen looks like. Very simple to understand. And then it refers to the page in the manual, which there's about 11 pages, and that's including the warranty also, on how and what you need to know about that setting. But this is the coolest part. Either Android or iPhone, doesn't make a difference, Android or iOS, there's an app, and you can control what you want on here. Isn't that awesome? You can set the temperature. It's got a little slider there. You can change it to Fahrenheit or Celsius. Of course, you can lock it to make sure that that's where it stays. It tells you where your cutoffs are. So low voltage, if you have this hooked up to something like our RV, I would never set it on 9. I don't want my batteries of the RV to get down to 9 before this shuts off. 11.5, yes, that's the medium. So I would probably set it up on the medium, and that's what just beeped on the unit to let you know that when it's hooked up to a battery, it will run until it gets to 11.5. Just to let you know, you've got to switch the plugs. You either got to go 12 volt or AC power. You can't do both and allow it to choose which one is best. The other refrigerator freezers we've done in the past, we hook them both up. We can plug them in and it will decide on its own which power supply to use. But again, I don't think it's a big deal, because we would rather have it just plugged into 12 volt all the time. And as long as you've got batteries on your unit or you're plugged in at the campground, you're going to have power that'll keep this cool. Why would you need this? Well, ask Heidi. We have those, a propane refrigerator like most people do. And we've got some limited size going on in there. There is some limitations. It would be nice that she could store extra food. We've gone to stores, knew that we were going to be on the road for 4 or 5 days and not stop anywhere, and we were just going to eat what we had available to us. And the problem with that is, of course, the refrigerator that's in the unit is limited in size. It's not very big, so this would allow her to put some more freezer food in there. Or here's another thing. How about whenever your freezer refrigerator needs to be defrosted? All your food and everything's got to go into something, a cooler of some kind, to stay cool while you defrost that refrigerator freezer. Well, here you go. Now, I'm not going to carry around this just to defrost the refrigerator, but it would be nice to be able to put all your stuff in here, have extra food capabilities, and storage. And the thing is like in our unit, back in the back of our RV, we have an ottoman there now. We could easily move that ottoman and put this in its place, and this is basically going to be an extra seat if we needed to, if we just threw a blanket up on top of it. Links are in the description. Again, 2 ways to get it. Our Amazon store, you can go to Amazon, you can purchase it that way. Check to see if they have it on sale and if there's a coupon that can be applied through Amazon with no code whatsoever. Or go directly to their website and use the link that's in our description to get to that website. Once you're there, type in the code RVdaydream. all one word, RVdaydream, and receive 10% off, and know that you're dealing directly with the company. I think I would do that first, because I think the discount's still a little bit greater, and you might be able to throw some other stuff on there, like that optional battery, and they may still give you 10% off. Sometimes they do that, so it's worth trying. Okay guys, hope this helped you out, and as always, we hope to see you out there. Bye.